They say every species in the galaxy fears something. The Zelther fear the cold void of space. The Ralzik fear the destruction of knowledge. The Vorn dread their ancient gods. But there is one fear that unites them all. One nightmare whispered across the stars. Humans. Not because they are the strongest. Not because they are the most advanced. But because they are absolutely insane. This is not just a story. This is a warning. It started with the Diraxi incident. A Zelther warship, battle-hardened and armed with enough firepower to glass a planet, stumbled upon a lone human vessel. Standard protocol dictated that a warning shot be fired, just enough to force surrender. But humans don't surrender. Instead of fleeing, the human ship did something unthinkable. It charged. Not a retreat. Not a defensive maneuver. A full-speed, head-on attack. The Zelther captain hesitated, confused. No species would ever throw themselves into death so willingly. That hesitation cost them everything. The human ship, vastly inferior in firepower, rammed straight into the warship's command center, detonating its own reactor in a suicidal explosion. The Zelther ship, crippled and leaderless, was then picked apart by other human vessels waiting in ambush. It was the first recorded battle between humans and an advanced alien race. And in that moment, the galaxy realized. Humans don't fight wars. They end them. Galactic warfare was once predictable. Strategic. Calculated. Empires fought for resources, for expansion, for honor. But humans? They fought for spite. In the Battle of Zeta Prime, outnumbered 50-1, the humans deployed a strategy so reckless it defied logic. They shut down their own shields. The enemy fleet, expecting a surrender, hesitated. And in that hesitation, the humans activated every weapon system at once. Not defensively. Not tactically. They just fired everything, missiles, railguns, nuclear warheads, turning the battlefield into a swirling, chaotic inferno. They destroyed half the enemy fleet, at the cost of their own ships. Any rational species would call this madness. Humans? They called it Tuesday. War was never about winning for humans. It was about proving a point. Take the Vorn invasion. The Vorn Empire, a species of warlords, believed in absolute domination. When they invaded Earth's colonies, they expected submission. They got resistance. But not from soldiers. From farmers. From miners. From children who turned household tools into weapons. If you take this planet, you'll have to kill every single one of us. Entire villages fought to the last person. Humans didn't just resist, they made the Vorn bleed for every inch. When the Vorn Emperor was finally defeated, he wasn't executed. He was left alive. Because humans knew that death was mercy. Instead, they forced him to watch as his empire crumbled, as every species he had enslaved was freed. That, more than death, was human vengeance. The galaxy learned its lesson. There were stronger species. There were smarter species. There were species with weapons beyond human comprehension. But none of them would ever dare challenge humanity. Because humans do not fear death. And there is nothing more terrifying than an enemy with nothing to lose. So if you ever see a human staring at the stars, pray they are dreaming of peace. Because if they dream of war, the galaxy doesn't stand a chance. Did you enjoy this sci-fi story? Do you think humans would be the most feared species in space? Comment below. Subscribe for more epic sci-fi stories every week.